I thought tonight was obviously more energy, a little more attention to detail. I thought Coleman Hawkins was absolutely as good as there was tonight in the country. What he did on both sides of it, 6 steals, double-double, controlling really the game offensively, not forcing anything either. Quincy Guerrier finally back healthy. We challenged him to try to get 20 rebounds tonight. He had 14, but it was nice to see his energy level back. And then I thought Ty and Marcus did an elite job in terms of our booty ball, of kind of taking advantage of mismatches, getting to where it needed to be, and that made us pretty efficient. A game where there wasn't, a ton of threes. I thought it was a big key for us to make them and force them into hard twos and not give them threes. Obviously, Williams was coming in on a heater. Doug is very, very capable, and we wanted to make them shoot hard twos. But again, very pleased. And anytime you win on the road in this league, you're ecstatic. And after our night, we bounced back after the Maryland game.
No mic, so just Brad, it seems like that's been kind of the idea of Coleman for 3 years. What's allowing him right now to put everything together in the way that he is?
Yeah, I think maturity, confidence, growth. I think the way we're playing allows for that. I think that we're not asking him as a 5-man to be a post-up player. We're doing that with our guards and literally everybody. So, he's a point center, if you want to call him that, and yet defensively, there's not many people on the court he can't guard.
It looks like he's enjoying playing defense. I haven't always seen that from him. You get that from him, that like he's buying into that defensive role?
I think so. I think he's always enjoyed it. I think he's got tremendous respect for that side of the court, and but I think he's got such a cerebral approach to it, and he understands scouting reports. He understands what the other team's trying to do. He's just got great anticipation, and he's got elite hands. He's always had those, but I just think he's a guy that has enjoyed it and respected it. Now he's just having fun, and because he's competing at a really high level and not letting a bad call ruin his day or this or that. So a lot of factors in that, but he was really good tonight.
As a coach, seeing Coleman kind of blossom like that this year after the process you've had developing him, I guess what's that like for you as a coach?
It's what this is supposed to be about: his development, growth, maturity. They come to you as young boys and they leave as men and really good players, and it's always about the process to me. And I don't care what sport you're in. Very few are ready as a freshman to go be successful at the next level, and it's just a process. And for Coleman to be with us 4 years, I think it speaks what he thinks of Illinois, what he thinks of our program, and now he's blossoming, and to me that's what this thing is all about.
What he can do at 6'10", just that whole collective skill set. I mean, how unique is that? I mean, have you coached anyone?
No, I shouldn't say it. Michael Beasley, but Mike was 26 and 12 and the number 1 or 2 pick in the draft as a freshman. But Mike was, you can't compare that. That was just different. But I think the one thing that Coleman has understood is, he's playing to his strengths on the offensive side, which has allowed him to be successful on the defensive side. And usually it's the other way around. But when Coleman over dribbles and does those things, that puts him in trouble. Now he's just recognizing the fact he's a really good shooter, and he can play in space, and he's not trying to make super fancy passes, and he's trying to make simple plays, and that's just helped blossom every facet of his game.
you know, 5 in double figures, almost 6 with Luke. I mean, that's kind of been the trend in the last 3 weeks. What's led to maybe that being the offense?
We had, what do we have, 6 turnovers, 2.5. Not turning the ball over, sharing the ball, understanding where we're trying to get it. We're trying to get it, and I mean, it's no secret. It's no secret what Penn State did last year, what Villanova does. You try to take advantage of a mismatch and force a double. And we've got guys who can make those plays, and we can really shoot it. And you know, it's just great balance, and we're running enough action off that on the backside to give people opportunities.
Brad, what were your thoughts on, it seemed like Juwan wanted to go zone. You got him into going zone late in the second half, and it didn't seem to bother your older guys.
Great. We really shoot it. We really pass it. We ran one play against it, and that was it. And what they do in their zone is then they match up after a ball screen, or they match up after a high post catch, and we just ball screen and pop Coleman and force their big to lift, and we were in man, and we were right back out of it. So we've had a lot of success against zones, and yeah, worked for us tonight.
I'm sure you're going to tell me every game is independent, but 4 in a row here and like 7 straight against Michigan. It's a good program that's in the tournament.
It's an elite program.
Yeah, so
it's an elite program.
What's allowed that? Like, do you feel like you match up well? Like, that's quite the trend.
I don't know. I don't. Again, and it's you know, they've been great games. I don't. Derek mentioned that. It's an honor and a privilege to play against a great program in Michigan, and you know, a team that you know was right there with us in the title a couple years ago, and making runs in the tournament, and had great players. And I mean, they may have produced as many pros as anybody in this league. So I don't know. I'd like to bottle it and be able to sprinkle it all over Maryland and everybody else, but I just one of those deals, and you know, it's an honor to be able to say that, and this program is obviously dotted with a lot of success throughout its past history.
After Maryland, Brad, did you think 11-2 might happen tonight, just about for what you saw in practice and just how the team responded?
I thought we would be better. Our guys, you know, we addressed what happened. We you know, we don't hide from anything. We're going to talk about why that was the other night, and there's really wasn't any definitive answer other than we just didn't have it. We were just 16 games in, and we were just flat awful. And so it's good. They recognize that, and we push reset, and now let's go figure out how to do it again. And in this league, you can't dwell on one, or it becomes 2. And I thought we responded in a really positive way.
Just a quick follow. Is that the product of maybe having an old team?
I think it's a product of a team that wants to win and wants to be successful. And I don't put that on age. I put that those guys understand. But I think these guys are very, very competitive and want to win.
What did you see from Nico? He was out there.
Yeah, I like Nico. I mean, it's good. We had to throw him a bone and get some of those jitters out of his system. But you know, he got a layup. He creates offense. He creates great pace, and I think we can continue to see a lot of those minutes increase. I think I like Nico and what he brings to us.
We've seen from Ty that maybe for him to be more aggressive, we see him really backing people down in the hoopty ball, as you mentioned. Like, is there a switch you've seen flip for him over the last 3 weeks, or is it just getting comfortable with his weekends?
Yeah, I think it's just finding his niche. I don't think it's any more than that. I think it's finding where he's comfortable. You know, I mean, that jump hook he hit late, I mean, I don't care. There's not many centers in the country that do that. But people forget that Ty's 6'6", 6'7", and he's got a great wingspan, and he's really athletic. And, you know, he's just finding his way, and he's a really, really good passer as well.
This will be the last one. We got players already ready, and we are rushing tonight. So
I guess when Ty's able to do that, how much does that help your flow offensively and what you're able to run when he's in the game, when he's playing like that?
Ty plays with great pace, and that's the thing we love about Ty is his pace, Ty's speed. We want Ty, especially when cross matches happen. We want Ty to play with as much speed. I mean, you know, he's got might be one of the fastest guys on our team. So we want him to be able to play with that speed and pace, and then he's really strong.